best view I've had lately.
Watch your set.
Get down, please.
Let me get in with him.
Get in there, yeah.
Wait a minute. Carrying him here, or just let him walk?
No, we're gonna let him walk.
Oh, you
He's
gonna
too
let him
heavy
walk?
to carry.
We're gonna let him walk.
He's getting too heavy to carry.
I carry him all the way out. What we should have is like toy buttons, you know. No.
We should get the cattle prods out.
That's right.
Those shockers, those are frustrating.
Are you okay? Yeah. I am very.
Hey, who's buying?
Are we gonna let him feed or are we gonna feed him?
I don't know.
She thinks we should take her hands off. Somebody start ordering.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you are. Problem here. Nothing.
No problem, just fun.
Why is he upside up? We kidnapped
But for a whole long time, a whole lot of people around here have wanted to say thank you for all of your support and all of your service to them. And we thought a good time would be right around the time in which we had nominated you for Principal of the Year in the state of Wisconsin. So we just sort of combined this thing at the efforts of Marianne Wheatfeller and all these other people here to say a big thank you to you.
Would you like him to give a speech? This is prepared, right?
No, he should mingle. He'll have a chance to These four senior young ladies would like to sing a special song for Mr. Forrest. Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love win, girls? Oh. At this time, Debbie Zastro would like to come up and say a few words.
That's a pretty tough act to follow, but I'm just here to say a quick thank you for being a great tennis coach back when I was in high school. When I was a junior, Lisa Meyer and I asked Coach Forrest to come and coach tennis for us, and I don't think he regrets any minute of it, but he may regret not having us beat him a couple times. But I just want to say thanks because I had a great time, and we still play every once in a while, so thanks.
Coach Bursa? Are you ready?
Sure. I was present first. You can tell me what the package is tomorrow. I think we know this right here. You can open that, Boyd, if you would. I've been here about 16 years, and every once in a while, about 2-3 times a week, teachers get notes. And when they're signed Boyd, we don't worry too much. When they're signed BWF, never know. When they're signed Mr. Forrest, and it says, please see me, even after 16 years, you're still wondering. There's a note from me. It just says, please see me. There are many hazards that go with being a principal, and last Friday, I think, was very indicative of some of those hazards. You know what happened last Wednesday in Oklahoma. You know that there's been lots of talk, lots of things that happen in teaching that seem to make it very dangerous. Well, picture your principal, Boyd Forrest, quietly walking in the halls. The day is Friday, the time about 3:04, and he's talking with someone, happened to be my assistant baseball coach. And all of a sudden, there's these two loud cracks, bang, bang. And legitimately, and I want to put this in a wrapper so no one will get frightened, there was a gun that was shot in our school by, I think, one of our track coaches, probably a very good friend of Mr. Forrest, but you never know just what might happen when you're in school. And I didn't see his reaction. I can just imagine it was quite frantic. Many, many hazards. I would just like to say a couple things and make them very, very short. I wore this sweater to let you know that I am proud to be here. And there's a lot of teachers that came with me in 1979, 1980. Many teachers came before that time, but a lot of us have stuck here in Lake Mills for probably lots of reasons. But I know one of them is the fact that we at that time had a vice principal and at the current time have a principal that was very, very, and is very, very supportive. He is a person who is, I think, pretty conservative, and yet in that conservatism allows us to experiment, to be unique in the way we approach things, and even encourages us to try new and innovative ideas. And I gotta believe, knowing him for the time that I have, that once in a while it's been difficult because, you know, he's got some very high standards, and sometimes in education, you know, we try things that are a little bit off the wall. Hopefully us teachers do that because it's for the good of the kids. But as a principal, the overseer of everything, sometimes I'm sure he wonders. But I would like to thank him for the opportunity to work with and under him, and for his unique way that he handles kids, students, and also teachers. It's been a pleasure, and I'm not going for a while.
Dr. Hobbs, were you?
I just wanted to say about 2 words. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity to say that.
person isn't dead or retired.
Dr. Child?
I guess I have a little different perspective on Boyd because I'm a new kid on the block, and all of you have known him far longer than I have, but I know his job. I spent 7 years as a high school principal, and I have to tell you, my estimation, it is the most challenging and difficult job in this business to do. And it's right where the rubber meets the road. And you can always tell the good ones, but you can't tell them much. I remember early on here in the district as I just come in, Dennis Riedel was kind enough to meet me over to the district office and take me on a tour of the buildings. And I was wondering to myself, what kind of environment am I getting into here? And of course, because my background was high school, I was curious about the high school and the high school staff and the high school principal, and was asking myself, what kind of a principal is this, and what kind of a building do we have here, and is this an orderly place where learning is the centerpiece and is at the core of everything we do, and it's an environment that's respectful of staff and kids, and what kinds of problems are we going to have here, or are we going to have any? Now, I got to stop there and I got to back up a little bit, because before I was a high school principal, I also spent 8 years as a high school being in a school of 2,500 kids. I started to describe my job as hit man for the Board of Education. My responsibilities were exclusively attendance and discipline, and so you always wonder about those things that never leaves. I've been from having my name in the stalls of the water rooms to actually having had my name on top of the water tower nearby the campus. So I have particular standards as to how we measure people who are effective in their job. Dennis and I came sweeping around from behind the Boquette building, walking back towards the main building, and I knew immediately Lake Mills High School was a school district that was orderly, that had learning as a central enterprise, had a clear leader as a principal, because there, indelibly on that building, never to be totally removed by chemical sandblasting, was avoid the void. I'll tell you, I haven't had a moment's disappointment since. The man's sense of humor, his support, the work he does, the time he spends, the contributions he makes, and sacrifice for himself and his family, for this school district, the kids here, past, present, and future, are not things that you can talk about easily, but it's why I think he ought to be our principal of the year, and it's why I thank him for all the support and effort and things he puts into this district. That's why.
Boyd to come front and center, please. We're going to see if he's been in education. We're going to play a little guessing game with him. He's going to have to figure this out.
Okay. Everyone has a gift for you, but you have to figure out what the gift is. So you got to do your homework here. You are running left. Boston Marathon? No. Okay. We'll let you have that one if you do. Run away. And this is the way one. The way I go. Door. Counting. You got it.
This is, I'm really shocked. This, I was supposed to be eating pizza with Austin Ness. There's some memories here. I walk in and I see Mr. and Mrs. Nebraska, and Yeah, did I miss something? My wife kept it from me, obviously. She did a very good job with it. I'm not a native on anything else. I think you have to be here 32 years. You're classified as a native, and then they wonder about you for a while after that. But Mrs. Weber, bless your soul for being there a long time ago, making life much easier, telling me that I could stay in Lake Mills, even though she was going to continue to tell me that I wasn't a native. I can look around, I can, thank you, Don, Clark. I can say most recently to the girls who sang such a beautiful song and to student teachers, and I can go around. It's crazy. Lake Mills, I've only been here 18 years, and we're not leaving. And it's really, if you've been here all of your life, sometimes I don't think you can. There's a phrase, you can't see the forest for the trees. What is that going to do tonight? But it's really a neat place to be. And it's wonderful to be in Lake Mills. Wonderful to be around here. And I think I live by the standard that says, I mentioned it at our first meeting on Wednesday morning. We have just a great big bunch of wonderful kids here. And it's what keeps the motor going, keeps the tank full. I really mean that. We had them last night. We're going to have them for the rest of the year. I said to the at-risk committee, this is what we should live by, and I think the staff of the high school, I think the district spouses to this, and it says we must make sure that we know the difference between students who are in trouble and students who are trouble. And we have about 99% of the students, there's some of them are trouble, and we probably can't work with them real effectively, but we have a whole bunch of them, and I would like you to broadcast that, because it's what we should live by. And I thank my cohort in crime here. She did a wonderful job. She always does. She's the volunteer of the year, and she continues to keep working along, and I thank you for that. I thank all of you.
Plenty of cake, punch, coffee.